I dream of creating my own film or series entirely homemade. I wanted to control every aspect of the process, so I decided to create everything in CGI. I spent 7 months learning the theory to fill in the gaps. And now it's time to get hands-on practice. To kick things off, I've chosen an iconic scene, Mahoraga versus Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm going to start by creating the character of Mahoraga. I looked online, but I couldn't find exactly what I had in mind, so I decided to model it myself. For that, I used ZBrush. I'm not very familiar with this software since I've only used it a few times, but I'm quite proud of the final result. If I were to highlight one thing I learned about ZBrush, it's that when you add details, they need to be well-defined and not too subtle. Then I realized I needed to texture my character. For that, I used the software Substance Painter. Again, it's a program I don't fully master yet. I'm still learning the basics. I followed a very easy to understand YouTube tutorial, which honestly helped me a lot. Substance Painter is quite intuitive. Once you grasp the concept, you can reproduce it fairly easily. I spent some time going back and forth between Substance Painter and Blender to make sure I got exactly what I wanted, and I even adjusted some things directly in Blender and used the final result. Once again, I'm quite proud of what I see. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I wanted to create a film or series. For a long time, I was trying to figure out what was missing from most of the sequences I was making, and the answer that kept coming up was muscle and skin simulation. That really intrigued me, so I decided to learn it. Learning a theoretical part took a lot of time, and now for the first time, I'm ready to put it into practice. Don't worry if it's not super clear right now. This is just a preview. I promise I'll make a well-structured and detailed video so everything will be clear. Basically, for this to work, we need the muscles and bones aligned in the T-pose or A pose of our character. To rig the character's bones, rigging the muscles isn't necessary. At this point, I get the character's animation, which I'll call skin, which I'll call bones, the muscles in their original position, which I'll call muscle. Then I export each of these in Olympic format and import them into Houdini. I'll skip some details for now, as I promised, and I'll show you everything in a more detailed video next time. For now, this is just a sneak peek because I'm still learning as I go. I can understand muscle simulation. I relied on the official Side Effects C2 video. I faced quite a few challenges, but I eventually figured it out. If you run into the same issues, feel free to let me know in the comments. Hope that helps. Let me know if you need any adjustments. All right, I'm now going to fast forward a bit to show you the final result. Honestly, wow, it's amazing. Is it worth it? Absolutely, yes. Even though it takes a bit of time to grasp the process, knowing that I can replicate it on any movement and any character is just fantastic. The realism boost is undeniable. I've turned a mechanical movement into something truly lifelike. I can't wait to see what I'll create next. All right, we're at the end of this video. I hope it's inspired you, and I'll see you next time for more.